Whoops. He-Man. What was up with that character? What was that thing anyway? Like a cat, like an alien cat?
Like a
From
lizard
what?
cat.
Yeah.
Thundercats?
Thundercats, yeah.
Frickin',
Is Thundercats and He-Man two separate things? Dude, if there's any two
I know about He-Man. I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to that.
yeah,
you never Thundercats?
No, I Thundercat.
Snarf.
Snarf.
No idea what you're
No.
If there's a person from like that time era, the 80s or whatever, they are screaming at no, it's not the same. They're completely different characters.
Sort of.
Lionel, that was it. Lionel. I don't know. Did you call him Lionel? Lionel.
Snarf.
If you're drunk enough or slurry enough, Lionel does basically sound like Lionel. Yeah. Lionel.
If his name was Lionel, he certainly wouldn't be a superhero.
Lionel.
He'd be like a fucking German.
He'd be a cartoon character in a strip in a newspaper. This is Reese at a comedy club. That is a comic strip.
That is funny.
The comic. Yeah, thanks. She gets that from me. I do that all the time to people. That is that thing.
Wow.
Yes.
Because nobody can be funny except for me.
Yes.
Only
And
you.
I'm not that funny, so I have to cut other people down around me to make myself funnier. Welcome to another episode of SuperSour Podcast. Thanks for clicking that thumbnail that brought you to this video. The boys are all in town. Ian, Reese, your boy Joe, the wise Puerto Rican you know. Hanging out, bringing you another episode of good, wholesome, downright, fun, offensive humor.
Fun and slightly offensive.
Ian, I get the sense that you don't know they actually don't show up in camera when you do that.
Yeah, they gotta be back a little bit.
Ian, where do you think the whole throwing things in your hand started?
When he was a small baby boy.
his mom grabbed his tiny little baby fist and Ian went like the Hulk.
Like a cartoon.
he went, I'm just joking.
Honestly, I don't know.
When I was gonna say, when did that become your favorite bit? For those of you who don't know a lot about Ian in person, which a lot of you would not know, his favorite thing to do is if you hand him something, he looks at it for just a millisecond and then goes, ha, but it's a joke. He's like, I'm just kidding.
I know what it's from because I saw two videos when I was in high school of somebody like being like showing another friend something on their phone. He's like, oh, check this out. It's so funny. And the guy grabs it and he looks at it and he smashes it. And then obviously the guy who just got his phone smashed was really pissed. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? And the guy went, yeah, that was a joke.
Oh yeah, it's
funny.
it's classically hilarious. Honestly, I know what he means. Like that's a classic bit from like just old like shows and movies of just like, oh, is this important to you? Smash.
There's something I used to do all the time, and like I don't know why I stopped. Well, I think I stopped doing it because like Joe didn't really get it at all. Like when I would do it, because I was like, cool guy, and it's based on a YouTube video that I saw like 15 years ago where this dude has like a mannequin head in his jacket and he walks.
Oh
around like
yeah,
this.
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like cool guy, and yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad you stopped doing that. It's not as universal as
Cool guy.
there's no way. See,
I don't remember that at all.
see. Now I'll tell you what. You put that,
See,
and nobody
then-
would, Ian. Thank you,
Okay,
and nobody
but then
would.
You guys bring up YouTube videos from your past, and I'm like, I've never heard of
But
that.
we're not
before.
saying
No.
that's. But that, yeah.
That's the difference. You're talking about some shit we don't know about.
No, but I was gonna say the connection really is that like that's universally funny no matter what you have seen or not seen. It's like somebody taking somebody that you may not like.
This was my grandmother's. She died 20 years ago.
Hold on to it. Bam.
And you know what else is funny? Me going, it's a cool guy.
Or that Family Guy skit where Quagmire's going to jail, and he's giving Peter his watch to hold on to, and he's like, it was my grandfather's. And he's like, I can't stress to you enough that this is not a throwing watch. And then he hands it to Peter, and he goes, oh, need a throwing watch. And just hucks it into the woods.
That is something that you have to tell Ian when you give him anything.
Please don't smash this.
These are not throwing knives, Ian.
These are not... Technically, all knives are throwing knives.
Technically.
If you can throw them, they are...
This is not a throwing baby, Ian. Do not throw this baby.
All babies can be thrown.
No, Reese, this is not a cool guy, baby. See, we
Okay.
worked your bit into it too.
Don't throw babies.
I mean, unless you're in a baby throwing competition, then you better throw that baby as far as you can. Yeah.
Or if you're in like 18 BC Spartan, they threw babies off cliffs and only,
The strongest survived. Exactly. Well, we need to get back to that because we're, yeah. Well, when the culture,
people are getting weak.
When older culture says shit like that, when they're like, well, they're all getting weak. I'm like, well, you know what? Let's revert back. Let's send everybody to the draft, and whoever doesn't make it into the draft, let's throw them over ledges and see who comes back.
Yep.
Let's Demon King Piccolo baby that bitch, and let's send him off into the forest. Let's baby Broly that motherfucker, and see what happens.
Broly was stabbed.
He was stabbed.
Stab that baby. Don't stab babies.
Unless you're a what's the Jewish guy who cuts babies' dicks? Who's that? Unless you're a no, they're called something.
Isn't it a rabbi?
I guess so.
The rabbis did it.
I'm pretty sure. Can we get a Google on what do
Or
they
a
call
doctor.
what do they call the guy who circumcises?
Who's the dude who cuts babies' dicks?
Who cuts
Who cuts penises?
Is what Reese just typed into. Who cuts penis Jew? A moil. That's what it is. A moil.
Hey, Google knew what I
A
meant.
moil.
Thanks,
Moil.
Google.
Oil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what does that say about Google that Reese put in who cuts penis Jew, and then Google was like, I get you.
Jew.
It sounds like you just called Google a Jew. Who cuts penis, you Jew?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna go. Yeah, we're off to a hot start though.
We're doing great.
Killing it right now. Get in there on that.
You want to get on this tip?
Shouts
touch?
shouts out Dr. Pepper Strawberry that just launched, and apparently the world's crushing each other over it.
So good.
Rightfully so. Yeah. There's I hate that I fall into consumerism now, where it's like when I was growing up, especially working in retail, I hated anybody who was buying gag products or like whatever for
like the new soda that came out.
the new soda, the new crazy chip flavor or whatever.
Shit. And
Yeah, no,
that's
I do
actually
too now,
why
yeah.
I worked at Spencer's because I love that shit.
Yeah, that makes
love
sense.
that like fucking classic, just dumb shit.
New dumb shit
Love
comes
it.
in and just buy it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude, it's
Well, I'm
like
not allowed to
New
buy
Oreo
it.
flavors are like, I mean, come on.
Well,
whenever
yeah.
people tell me they need something like, oh, I need a new lunchbox, I'm like, don't go to Walmart and get a lunchbox. Go to Spencer's, get like a
Go to
specialty
Spencer's.
lunchbox.
Spend $30 more at Spencer's.
Yes, do it. You'll like it more. You'll enjoy it.
So I think I vaguely went over this story with both of you guys a little bit, but let me tell you a story about a McDonald's drive-through story, and how do I want to approach this? This story that I went through at the drive-through is like me trying to have a feat of anger. You know, like I'm trying to get over the anger. I was once at a Taco Bell drive-through, and I was so mad about my day, and I was so furious. And this Taco Bell had the double drive-through, as many drive-throughs have now. And I mean, there was just people not letting people through, being slow. And I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I was in my truck screaming at people. Like I was, fuck you. You're a slow old bitch. What the fuck are you doing? And
With your windows up, of course.
with my windows up, 100%.
I was like, honestly, I could see it down.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I'm in the middle. I think I just got finished like yelling, and I was like holding on to the steering wheel. I was like, and all I could see into this car. I just looked into this car, and I can't see the person, but I can just see this black lady's arm, and she's going like this. She's going, you bring it down. You need to bring it down. She watched me lose my shit in my truck and just waited for me to make eye contact. And she was like, "You need to calm down.
Calm down. Your blood pressure is through the roof, sweetheart. You're gonna have a heart attack."
You know what I did? I did some real psycho shit. I pretended like I was on the phone afterwards. There's nobody can hear me.
And then you were just like, I was yelling at somebody on the phone.
Even more psycho because I have to try to make it known that I'm talking to the truck because the phone, like new technology nowadays. So
did you look at her and be like,
no. I started to make
that
it
would
more.
have been less psycho.
You're right. You're so right, Ian. But unfortunately, I was like,
Captain Hindsight.
I was like, no. I just kept like making the points that I was making, but like now I was making it like I don't know. I was trying to make it look like I'm talking to somebody. To which again, from my standpoint, because I know that's what I'm trying to do, seems genius. But to her, she's like, this kid's a psycho.
See,
now
you took your crazy
really
from here.
To the voices.
You took your crazy from here and brought it way up here.
I tried to correct it. I tried. It wasn't the right. It wasn't the right plan of attack. I'll admit that.
It's funny. I never look at people when I'm in my car. Like I refuse to like if I am at a stoplight or anywhere stopped or slow, I don't look like to the sides of me at people. I don't like that, but I will look at my review mirror at people behind me because I feel like it's very like you can do it without them like really noticing. And like there's only been a few times where I've seen like psychopaths just like fucking either screaming their heads off.
You got to avert your eyes
so
real quick on that.
Man.
You know what I've started doing? I stare at people until they look at me and then I go,
see, I don't like that. I know. Every time I get my car.
Why you like this?
I love making people uncomfortable.
I say that, and yeah, I'm the one talking about me screaming at a drive-through at nobody.
Yeah,
I'm like, why are you like this, bro? You need to see some help, to be honest with you.
How dare you be friendly to people?
You okay?
There was maybe like 1 month of like into me knowing how to drive and like driving myself around where I would like, at stoplights, like look next to me and stuff. That happened to me one day where I wasn't looking. I was looking at my phone, I think, which don't text and drive. But I was looking at my phone, and then when I looked up at the road, I was like, I feel like somebody's looking at me. I look over, and there's two dudes just staring at me. Like one is like on the driving, and they're literally like full head just.
Hell yeah.
And I kept looking at them, and they did not move. Dude, the light turned green, and they just. I was like,
as they were driving away.
Yo, what?
Hell
so
yeah.
ever since then, I never
such a great
look out my windows.
You guys should try it.
And shouts out to you because I know Reese wouldn't be the person that would do this. A certain woman that we both know. When I was with this woman, the same type of thing happened, but I was in the car. And it's just like it's this thing that women do where they're like, my boyfriend's gonna kick your ass. She didn't say those exact words, but she just started a problem with him. What are you looking at? What's your problem, you old ugly? And I was like, stop.
Now's not the right time to be doing this.
Stop. Yeah, because they're gonna get out and try to fight me now. And I'm nowhere near that guy who's like, and I'm gonna whip their ass. I'm like, and I don't know how that's gonna go. They could have a gun, they could have a knife, they could have a crowbar, they could have a bat, they could double team me. Like what?
See, that happened in Ohio, where she caused a fucking where
somebody caused a
yeah.
Thank you.
Like it's a 2-lane, and then it's a light, and then the right lane merges, and then her and this other bitch just fucking take off. So they're speeding. Their lane is ending, and she's not moving or slowing down. The cars are going at the same rate of speed. They like have to swerve off, and then they slow down and we pull forward. They followed us for like 10 minutes, and then at a light, I was like trying to get her to avoid like making a confrontation or like avoid stopping so that they're right there, and so we ended up stuck in traffic. The dude gets out of the car, and I'm like, great, now this guy's getting out, and I have to fucking beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And so I'm starting to open the door, and then she locks it, and then it's like, no, don't go out. And this guy's freaking out, like yelling at the car, screaming and all this shit. And then I rolled down the window to start yelling at him, and then he threw a lighter and hit her. And then she blamed me for the whole altercation.
Dude,
I was like, if you would have just let me out, I would have beat the fuck out of
She
him.
was driving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the same they were driving. This is the same reason that one day, remember that day? One day they came home to like the house that we were living at and told us this crazy story about some guy freaking out and throwing like a whole ass like metal bar at her car, and luckily her like
broke the glass.
and their bar, and they were like, and I don't even know why. Like he literally freaked out over and like
you did some dumb shit like
Yeah.
that.
like told us the story, and then like they left that night, and then me and him were like,
She cut him off first of all, and then brake checked him. Brake checked the dude so hard, and then when he came around, he fucking threw it and broke the mirror or window.
hilarious. Neither of us felt bad for her. We were like,
No.
oh yeah, that's crazy. Sounds like you started it again.
Yeah.
Dumb fucking.
That's wild. I never understand. Like I get like road rage every now and again, especially if you had a bad day. Like I understand. Like you get that every now and again. Like
Yeah.
you get a little bit. I know I get frustrated. I told you before. Like the most road rage I get is if I have a pet in the car and somebody
yeah.
brake checks me. I lose my
Yeah.
mind. I'm like,
It's murder time.
ooh, But even then, I'm just like, ooh, and that's about it. But
Well, I mean, the whole issue is,
I'm also a decent driver, and
they fucked
sounded.
around and found out so many times and didn't learn from the experience.
Yeah.
Ever.
One day they will, because one day another they is gonna get out and beat the shit out of them.
Hopefully.
Back to the story though. So I've learned to try to not be so. It's what I think what makes somebody freak out in a drive-through is inherently like having a bad day already, and then being consumed by time. You're consumed by time, and that's what makes you. If you're not a fucking pig and you're just stopping at the drive-through every day to. Or you're stopping at the drive-thru because you need to eat something. You don't have time to like make dinner right away when you get home or whatever it may be. There's I think that, or you're Karen, because it's either that or you have this person where you're like I don't have time. I'm just gonna stop at McDonald's to get a fucking McChicken or whatever, or a meal real quick, and I'll call it a day. And then you have to deal with the people in line. Like then you get there and there's like 1,000-person line. It's like weird,
And then there's my grandma who wants to ask for the specials they have at McDonald's.
Oh my god, I'm gonna touch on that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Find the specials.
they're like, do you mean our secret menu? You bitch. How did you know? How's this old lady use YouTube this well? Damn, she's
like
good.
100 years old. What do you mean?
Damn, she's good at Google. She's profound at
We're
Google.
like, yes, we have a filet o fish on special.
Our specials today: a salmon filet o fish.
Ooh.
So I pull up to this drive-thru and there's only one car, right? The car, I notice, I'm putting these things together as it's happening, but like I pull up in the car, it's just one car in the drive-thru, and I pull up behind it. Now it's a double drive-thru, why not pull into the right side? Well, I figured that this person's already been there, they probably already ordered, they're about to order, I'll just wait, no big deal. Also, I know that fast food workers hate that shit when there's only one person in the drive-thru and you go to that second window. I think that's, honestly, I think you're a little selfish as a person if you do that. You need to get served that goddamn quickly that you can't wait. You always waited before. Why do you have to get to that second one now? And you always end up getting served the same amount of time anyway. They usually still have the one person who goes like, okay, pull forward. Hey, welcome to the McDonald's. It'd be the same shit. So I don't know why you got to go into that second one anyway. Ian, what you have thoughts
What
on?
do you mean? Like, are you talking about like the double drive-through?
Yeah. So when you pull through that second one, if there's just one car in there, like it just pulls up to them that like, hey, there's another car that's like currently right there at the thing waiting for them to be serviced. But if you just pull up behind, then you're just another car in line. And it's like, even if you pull up right there, unless they have a second person on headset, which most likely they won't in that moment, if there's nobody in the drive-thru except for one car, then they either have to go get that second person, or you're just gonna get the same amount of time in service. Like that person's gonna finish taking the order and then go to you.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
It's more for the actual restaurant itself, so that they can cook 2 orders at one time.
100%. Yeah. And so also that.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're just behind one other person, you might as well just stay behind that one person.
Right.
Yeah. It's really not going to affect your order time too much.
No, so.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So I pull in behind this lady, and when I do, I notice that she pulls up a little bit and then rolls her window down. And I'm like, oh, shit. This lady she's not cool like how I thought she was now. And she rolls in the window, and I'm like, damn, I guess I misread the situation wrong. And I thought maybe she was waiting. Sometimes you pull up to a drive-thru now, and you're there waiting, and nobody says anything to you. And you just wait until somebody's finally like, how can I help you? And then, especially at McDonald's. So, I noticed that she hasn't ordered it, and then another white truck pulls into that second drive-thru. I'm like, fuck, man, I can't back out now because I'm like too committed to this line. And also, I have that feeling of like if I pull out, the moment I pull out, she's gonna pull forward.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Or a car's gonna come up behind me, and I'll be like, God.
Now
So,
I can't.
Yeah.
They're gonna honk at me.
And then she rolls down the window finally. I find out they were waiting on her to do the order.
So she just had her window up the whole time and was like...
She had apparently rolled up, told them hold on, rolled her window up, and then
talked on the phone for 30 minutes.
Must have, because she didn't roll her window until I pulled up. So then she pulled up, and then they ask her again. I can hear they go, "Are you ready?" And she goes, "Hold on. Okay, I'm going to be using my McDonald's app." Yeah, I'm going to do this voice. You insert whoever you think is there. I'm going to be using my McDonald's app, okay? Now, I want the large iced coffee, but caramel, light, very, very light ice. Very, very light ice, okay? And I'm like, oh, this lady's the worst, bro. I have my window and I can hear her. Oh, this lady's the worst. And then she goes, I see them do something. She goes, no, not vanilla, light ice. I'm like, okay, also the person at the drive-thru's retarded. They heard light ice and they were like, vanilla? Okay, vanilla. Caramel vanilla. I don't think we did. Tom, did we do a caramel vanilla ice coffee? Man, we don't have caramel vanilla ice coffee. So anyway, she's clearly giving them an issue. This dude who pulled up in the white truck, by the way, he pulls up, he pulls forward. He's like, cheeseburger.
He's like, 2 McDoubles and a sweet tea.
Yeah, he don't even need to hear the price.
She knows how much it is.
Imagine being able to order 2 cheeseburgers and a sweet tea without hearing the price.
Oh yeah, right. Good point.
Nice.
Good point. Last time I ordered that, it was $7.72. It's $8 now. What happened with that? What's going on?
I hate those people.
Yeah. Then you hate me. So she pulls forward and she's giving them such a hard time, bro. You can tell. And also I'm being extremely nice. And you know those like fast food and restaurant workers, you can tell they just dealt with somebody extremely rough when you're just doing the basic, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like, "Oh my god, hi." They seem relieved. You can tell somebody just like called them a cunt. Like you can tell.
Like, freaked out, but I was here the other day and you guys didn't give me this. It better be right.
And now they're like, "Who's the next person in line?" And then you're like, "Hey, how's it going?" So I'm that person for them. But so now I've paid. I'm waiting to get my food. Second window. She's at the second window. She gets her 1 iced coffee. I watch her get this iced coffee. She stares at it, tries to talk to them, and then they've already closed the window.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
She's like, she kind of does this double take of like trying to understand the whole situation.
Just a cup of ice with like a caramel drizzle in it.
Bro, I said to her, I go, there's no making that woman happy in that moment.
No.
There's not a single amount of ice you could have given her.
Drive-through and like I'm ordering on the app, like. All
I
right, well
hate
then go
those
pull up to
people.
one of
I
those
hate
spots.
those people
Yeah,
so
and
much.
she's light again. The light icing, the very like. How much is light ice? What's the definition for you? Is it 5 cubes, 6 cubes, 2 cubes? What? How much?
8.
How much? How would I know that?
It's 8 cubes. Everybody knows that.
Absolute. Is this hold on? Is this a unanimous thing I don't know about? so.
It's 12 up north.
Jesus.
Stupid.
That's yeah. In the Midwest, we just do whatever, you know.
You know, we just grab a handful of snow.
Do light ice if you want. I don't
if you want,
mind.
you know.
Why are we doing?
Why are we Canadians? Yes.
Why are we from Wisconsin?
Same, you know.
Midwesterns are Canadians.
Basically. So it just made me laugh because I was like, in that moment, like you could tell there was like no. They all knew too. They're like, we're not gonna make this bitch happy. Just put ice in her fucking coffee and call it a day. Then I drive up, and this nice little girl is there with it. She's like, "Hi, hello. Did you have the?" So nice. I was like, "Oh my god, that. Why did
She's
this?"
like, please don't yell at
Yeah.
me.
I'm like, "Oh my god, yes, I did." I say, "Yes, I had that order." As she goes to hand me the order, just as it comes to hand out, I hear a manager and see them walk behind her like it's a TV show. She goes to hand me the order. Our hands are connecting at the bag, and then I hear, "We gotta check dates around here. This shit said July 2022." I grabbed my bag and I was like, "Thank you." And I'm gonna eat this now, and I did. I ate. I started, dude. I was crying, laughing, and leaving the drive-through.
Hell no.
Dude,
My first out before I pulled off, I would have been like, please tell me he's talking about like whipped cream or something.
Son, I would never know. Reese said, she goes, it was like a frozen bag of like chicken cutlets for the McChickens, and I'm like, oh, it was too. I was like, they just made my order, and all of a sudden they found out something was out of date. 100% something on my shit was out of date.
By a whole year.
By a whole
Technically
year.
speaking, if it's frozen,
It is,
you're all right.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not going to taste as good.
I mean,
you know,
realistically,
freeze it
with all the preservatives too, in McDonald's, like
and it's
You're
frozen,
fine.
you'd probably be all right. But still, it's a little like disheartening to hear. Like
It made me-
2022. Like, are we talking about like February? Or are we talking about like
It did make me
October?
laugh in the sense of like it might be a little like cynical, but it made me go like, now this is McDonald's, and then and then
Service.
it also made me laugh in the sense of like, well, I'm going to eat this. Like, it's not like I'm about to
Well,
go like,
I already
Yeah.
paid for it.
dude, I opened
it's
up the
like-
McChicken and ate it like before I even left the parking lot.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, it was,
yeah, he gets fast food regularly. I've never seen him with the fast food. That's how fast the food is gone.
yeah, always.
Well,
You let us know at home. Do you?
That's why
do
they
you-
call it fast food.
Well, I have heard this opinion and I agree with it. If you bring the fast food home, you're crazy. If you bring it home and then eat and then plate it, you're a psychopath
That's
and you
crazy.
eat human meat
That's
on the side.
insane.
Yeah.
only acceptable thing is like
Chinese food, yeah.
Chinese
I
food
would
makes
see that
sense.
being, especially if
Well,
you're like,
it's so
if you bought
much
a
in
bunch,
such
Yeah.
a tiny
if you bought a bunch for
container.
people too, like, hey guys, I bought a bunch of chickens.
That's the only
You
time.
Serve
take
it up on
one
plates.
scoop of rice out of those jam-packed containers. It's a whole bowl of rice.
Now I'm telling you right
It's
now that there's
magic.
no almost. It's like a
Damn, I
top
love
10
Chinese.
feeling. There's a top 10 feeling of ordering like a decent amount of Chinese food for yourself. I know for a fact both of you have done this before. Like you get a thing of rice,
love
some crab
Chinese
rangoon, like a chicken thing, like a General Tso's or orange chicken or something like that. And then you just and then you open up all the containers in front of you on like on the bed or on the table, and you put on a show. That's close to heaven right
I'm
there.
gonna
Yeah.
turn into an absolute fucking pig.
Oh my
and
God.
eat every last bite, and then instantly regret it because now your stomach hurts
100%.
Every
And then you
time.
lay there miserably watch whatever you were watching.
every
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm. God forbid you're a beer drinker, because then you're gonna have to wash all that down with a fucking beer. And good
Now you're
luck.
double bloated.
No, yeah, now you're so bloated. You better hope you shit soon.
You
With
get those-
Chinese food, you will. But don't worry, in
you get-
an hour you'll be hungry again.
Yeah, but I mean, with the beer, you get those sweet release, like burp. Of
Oh, yeah,
relief.
yeah.
Oh, that
If you guys are ordering like a Chinese food like that to Glenn, like what do you like? I'll tell you now. I'm doing crab rangoon, General Tso's chicken, pork fried rice, and like an egg roll, like a spring roll or an egg roll or something like that.
I'm definitely doing house lo mein
Nice.
because you got to get the house special. 'cause it
What's
comes
the
with
difference?
everything. It has shrimp, pork, chicken,
Oh,
vegetables. It's got
They
everything.
throw
in it.
all the scraps in there.
Hell yeah, it's the best.
that sounds good. The way I know you didn't mean to do this, but the way you said it made it sound like you were demeaning it, and it didn't. I was like,
No.
oh my god, fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'll get the white rice and a General Tso's chicken.
Wish Taco Bell did
Mix
that.
those together, or I mean, put the General Tso's on top of all the white rice, and then I'm getting pot stickers or dumplings, whichever, because
Oh,
they always
yeah.
have something
Either
different.
or usually.
Yeah.
And then I'm definitely like if I'm being a fat pig,
Mm.
then
Pig.
yeah, and then I'm getting the beef teriyaki on the sticks.
Damn. You go in.
Oh yeah, and then
This is why you
probably
feel
an
like
egg roll or
shit.
two. Oh yeah, because then I'm gonna eat every last bite of it.
100%.
What about you?
Large orange chicken, family size for sure.
Okay.
White rice. And then usually I'll get a small shrimp fried rice on the side just because I like a little bit. Can't eat too much of it, but I like a little bit. And then
like it, yeah.
dumplings. And then if they have it, which they don't all have it, those little donut things, the little like
Oh
dough
yeah, the
balls.
Chinese donuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or sweet dough, some places
Those
call
sweet
it.
dough, yeah. Whatever those are. I always say donuts. I'm always like, whatever donuts you have, they know what I mean.
But let's move off of this. Let's talk about Madonna and the most cringe things ever. So we don't talk about we don't talk about McDonough a lot. You know, the daughter to Ray McDonald, the McDonald's brother. We don't talk about her too much. Madonna is not a subject that comes up on this podcast often, but we do have a large expansion of interests and topics that we love to talk about. And although Madonna herself is not one, the cringe things that Madonna does is definitely something that we would love to talk about. And do you know? I mean, you've probably seen a little bit now. Like you've seen like the monster that she looks like. You think she thinks she looks so hot?
I have no idea what she looks like currently.
Can you just pull up like a photo of current Madonna? And also, before you even see this too, as she's pulling it up, she has like this. God, bro, that's cartoonishly. That's cartoonishly stupid. What just happened?
Whoops. My maid. She looks like Smeagol if he had hair and gained a little weight. That's wild.
Yeah, she
What
looks.
did
She looks
used to
like.
look like?
She looks like she got made by what's the Batman villain that like puts all the fucking people's faces together and shit like that.
Clayface?
Clayface. She looks like Clayface. That's not the person I was talking about, but she does look like Clayface. She looks like she got made by the weird doctor. Look at that hottie back in the 90s. Her teeth were always very off-putting, though.
Yeah, but she was British, so that's kind of like.
Oh,
what
is
they
she?
do, yeah.
Oh. See, her life now is so weird. She's got this hottie McBody boyfriend that you know is just like, he kisses her like this. Put camera back on. You know he kisses her and she's like, no, that's like, they dated way back in the day, bro. You know, when Madonna's like hottie McBody boyfriend kisses her now, you know he'd be like,
Ew.
He does one of these.
Yeah.
Kiss the cheek.
Because he's trying not to throw up.
Madonna's boyfriend. He's so
She's
young.
not married yet?
Look at this guy.
Hell yeah, he's getting that bag, bro.
Oh, 100% chase that money, my
He's
guy.
out there. Look at that.
Look at him. Look at
that
He said,
kid. How much you gonna give me for this?
Oh, okay. All right.
Madonna has kids?
Minka?
He's
27.
That's wild.
You do your thing, Madonna. Do you think she
That guy's
fucks
younger
good
than
though?
me.
There's no way she does. There's
Probably.
no way he's with her if she doesn't fuck good, right?
No, she's like a fucking billionaire. Obviously, like it doesn't really matter if she.
When
fucks
they,
him.
no doubt, because like when she lays in bed, she goes, "Let me go get a little comfortable," and then like she like lays in a steam bath, like it's just like he hears sizzling, and it's just all her like extra skin, demon skin, lizard skin she put on to get off.
Ugh.
Yeah, she's horrifying now. So, Madonna, basically, so drag the screen so you can see us a little. Oh well, if you okay, yeah, whatever you want to do. I trust your instincts. So Madonna's, yeah, so she looks like that. It's like as they say in the jokes, she did that to herself.
Yeah.
And I guess back in the day in like the 90s, they had some truth or dare like video that went like super viral back in the day, or what viral was. Are you familiar with this or something like that? Or did you
Oh
just...
yeah, no, it's like a movie.
Oh, it was a movie?
It's a
Yeah.
movie?
Oh.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
So she was recreating the movie then?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was the star in the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. It's a cool little, like, shout out little thing. You know what I mean? I like that. But it doesn't change the fact that the actual thing she does to recreate all this is cringe. So she does this truth or dare thing, and she gets Lil Wayne. She gets Jack Black, Amy Schumer. Why is Amy Schumer there? Couldn't tell you, bro. Couldn't tell you. Because you say Lil...
friends. I don't know.
Probably. Well, because you say Lil Wayne. Wow, that's a legend. That makes sense. Jack Black, another legend. That makes sense.
But
Dip,
with Madonna,
Both way more popular
why?
in the 90s and early 2000s.
100%. But why? But they're all legends. So it kind of just like makes sense in that at least like the 1 degree of bacon. Diplo is there. He's a legend. He should be like. And then you're like Amy Schumer stole jokes from like 100 people, completely outed by the comedy scene. Just does mayonnaise commercials now. Why are you there? Hello?
She does mayonnaise commercials.
She's like the spokesperson for Heinz Mayo. Yeah. She's the mayo
that makes
chick.
sense.
Yeah, it does.
Mayonnaise.
Huh?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
People.
White people and mayonnaise. They said, "Who's the whitest woman that we can get? The most whitest, bland-looking women we can get."
It's
Amy
kind of
Schumer.
funny because like out of the two of us, you definitely like mayonnaise more than
100%. I fucking love mayo. Mayo is my shit.
You fucking white bread.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see this most. So, we'll save it for. I know me and you have talked about it a little bit previously, but we'll save the whole reason why they're doing this in the future. So let's play it up. Madonna's
Like,
truth or dare.
You mean why they're
The celebration of the tour announcement. Shut the fuck up, Reese.
am I that guy?
Yeah, you
Being
did
that guy.
or no. What was
Fucking-
it?
it was Lewis.
Bobby
Yeah,
Bobby
Bob.
Hutch. Okay, Madonna, truth or dare?
I just want to make sure you all know why you're here.
Yes.
In this room, all bets are off.
Look how. Oh my God! Pause
Schumer.
Doesn't look
immediately.
that bad there.
Well, she looks like she's got a grill in. I don't know if
I think she does.
She's keeping it real.
actually. I
probably
don't know.
does. Man, that is real ass.
Yeah, she's-
Man, every time I have a
she's a
complaint, you
genius.
guys just bring it full circle. Like she's a real ass dude.
I didn't mean to do that. I think she looks disgusting. But I do think she has a grill.
Yeah. Well, comparatively, in this video, she does not look as bad as the picture that you.
It's true. Yeah. In this one, they definitely did her.
They just pulled her skin back a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, shouts out Eric Andre for making it into there, which he's another one. Like,
That's
why is
true.
he there?
Yeah. No. Sure.
He's kind of a legend. Yeah,
I
sure.
guess.
He's a pretty funny guy.
He's pretty funny. All right.
Oh. Truth or dare? Dare, bitch.
I hate it. Immediately, I hate it. Dare badge.
I want you to
Madonna's
show me
sucking on her finger.
this is
Often.
Fred, how you lick your husband's asshole. I mean, butthole.
I think we're done.
Yeah, because it's weird because. Oh my God, it's so funny. She went to go do it and then said, "I don't do that."
And so Madonna doesn't have a
Okay, now
grill.
Eric, it's your turn.
It's like
This
a.
is kind of like sad and gross.
Sad and
that's-
gross
no,
is
it's
very
something
popular right now.
West, also known as Diplo.
A lot of rappers and pop
Truth
culture
or
Pause it.
dare?
Oh,
do
the
it.
gym thing, right?
Yeah, where they get like a
put
diamond
the-
where it's like
Yeah.
they drill a hole and glue it in place inside
I don't think
their
hers
tooth.
is permanent. I
No,
don't.
you
I
think
think
it's
it's a
like a clip
cap.
I don't think she would do that permanently.
Yeah.
She's that.
I think she would.
far
It's fucking
gone.
crazy.
I would say she would, but I don't think she would at this state. And
I think she
her
would.
height.
Especially if she's about to do this tour.
Plus,
There's no
yeah.
way.
Plus, the pictures we saw of her from 3 days ago didn't have that.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
good point.
well-
Fair enough. All right, run it.
I'm wrong.
Yeah. My first thought was dip your balls in the margarita and finish the rest of it.
You're so highbrow.
Also, they're all
Do it.
adults, but they
You
like
wanna show your dick?
they can't
Yes,
help
you
but to
do.
play truth or dare like 7-year-olds.
That's what
Like
you guys
Teenagers,
should've-
sorry.
Yes,
should've
Jack,
told
you
me.
have to verify that you did.
I
I don't know. It just feels.
Why, are these the exact dares and stuff like that? or-
No, but
then no.
that's what they do. It's very like.
But
that.
I should say, to be fair, truth or dare is always
Slam it.
childish.
Pound it.
Hell yeah, Diplo's a real ass dude. He dipped his balls in that. Pause. Lil Wayne's face said, "Oh, I don't like that."
He was
I'm not
laughing
gonna
about
do
it
that.
at first, and then he's like, "Oh
he,
yeah."
he went like this with his drink. He said, "Now that's gay."
I don't like that.
Okay.
I'll play the part.
That's beautiful.
I don't like.
Don't ask.
Jack
just
Black
do
won't
it.
let loose with like comics
Dare.
and like other like really like fun
I
going.
want you to tongue kiss Jack.
He only ever does it with like super big celebrities.
Get paid. Get
Okay.
Yeah.
He's smart about it.
Gross,
And that-
gross.
Oh no.
How does your 27-year-old boyfriend feel about that?
How does Jack Black's wife feel
I
about
am
that?
a different man.
Yeah.
I'm also a different man.
Apparently she was on set that day.
Bob.
Apparently she didn't care.
I'm going for a dare.
It's a
Show
thing
us
where like
with
pause,
this
like
Evian
definitely
bottle.
like
Okay.
it's a weird thing, but it's like a celebrity thing. Like
They're all in a sex cult.
right there you go. That's the answer. I was gonna say this whole like spiel about like, well, if it was if it was Reese, obviously she'd be like that. I don't care who you are, you don't do that. That's like my boyfriend or whatever. But like in like this world for them, like they have to be like, well, it's Madonna, so
Come
Celebrities.
here, Madonna.
Oh shit.
so it's like
Do the world a favor.
yeah, right. Fucking A. Let's keep rocking it.
Okay. How you suck it.
Madonna can't help
Here
but
we
to
go,
give
here we
people
go.
things and
All
say,
these sexual things.
this guy knows what to do. But he's really toothy.
And he
Pretty big
swallowed.
Yeah, it
We
is
can learn
also
from this.
I'm learning.
He went pretty
Yes,
far
Mom.
in,
Okay,
and it
next
made me
one.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Sick. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay, mine is Kate Berlant. Drew. Okay, if you could pick one person at the
These-
table.
These
to
two
have
people
12
that nobody
hours
knows.
sex
Yeah, I
with.
have no idea.
Even Madonna's like, why did I invite them?
I
Who are these
honestly
people?
didn't know what
I'm not
spaghetti
like
dinner and
Diplo
disco.
looked like either. I never knew. what
All
he
with the
looked
same
like.
person?
Yeah, so you pick one person
Diplo's
to
a
go
good
down
looking
on,
dude,
go
for
into
his
Yeah,
age.
I
town, have
didn't know he
16
was
hours of sex, disco, and
This
spaghetti.
was 12.
And what's his name there? Judd Apatow.
It's
too.
too easy. I'm
There's
sitting at
Judd.
a table with Madonna.
Now that, again, legend wise, that makes
I feel
sense.
so
But that is
honored.
weird.
I love spaghetti.
Can't eat spaghetti unless my mom makes it.
Well, she can be in the other room.
Pause. Lil Wayne is so high. He's like coming in and out, and he's like, he saw the balls thing. He's like, I'm checking back out. Then he heard
Also-
spaghetti. He goes, oh, spaghetti. I love spaghetti, but I can't eat it unless my mom makes it.
Did you guys notice that he was the only one who had to have words put on the screen?
Yeah, he's the only one who needs subtitles.
You're right.
He can't speak normal.
By the way,
English
he's
anymore.
speaking pretty clearly. I heard every word he said, but the editor was like, just in case.
I feel as if some people are.
I don't think
a
people
hard
speak
time
Blackanese that well, so let me just
Oh my
put that
That's
in
like
there.
mumble.
Dare.
Yes.
The dare is to create our original photo from the sex book with you and Wayne and Jack and Madonna. Everyone against the wall. He's a director.
No,
Let him do
this-
his thing.
Is it everybody?
Makes sense.
Oh, I wasn't even
From an
in
art
it.
perspective.
To feel it a
That's a
little
cool
bit,
idea.
to show me.
Show you what?
Not the downward dog. There you go. I'm drawn to
Madonna wants to fuck everything and everybody so bad. He said, show me, and she goes, show me what?
pause because I actually went on a deep dive to find out which of the famous people knowingly have herpes based on specifically based around what's her name?
Madonna.
Nope. It's not anybody here. Fucking
Come on, you did a deep dive. You should know this.
yeah, it's
You're cutting into this for
Wrecking
this?
Ball girl.
Miley
Cyrus.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus, because Miley Cyrus had papers that were leaked anyway. She has herpes. And then based on that, and it linked to like almost every
Everyone.
fucking famous person out there.
Did it link to Jack Black?
I'm pretty sure.
Fuck.
Dude, it was
You know, it
wild.
links to somebody from fucking Tyler's squad because they were always talking about fucking Miley Cyrus. You know, one of them got into
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
there's no way, no doubt.
Okay, Wayne on the other side. Wayne, grab them titties.
See, now right here is and Lil Wayne. He's like biting his tit, which I respect.
If
He
you
doesn't.
can't see the camera,
he's-
the camera can't see you.
This is the only thing he was gonna get up
There we go. I think we did it. Got it.
You know what? I have one.
Oh, here we go.
Madonna.
Yeah.
I dare you to do a world tour and play your greatest motherfucking hit.
Pull it back for a second. Pull it
4
back.
decades?
Yeah, but
Pull it back. Just a few seconds here, and then keep it paused. It's like it's like a child's dare. I dare you to go to the school with your top off. Like it's just asking, like also like, or how should what's a better example? Because she's asking
I dare
like,
you to go to school and shoot everyone.
40,000 kids
40,000.
murdered by my hand.
Damn, that's a
Blood
big
everywhere.
ass school.
4,000 kids murdered everywhere by me.
By me.
2 guns, 4 clips,
One person.
1 person. It's I can't find the exact, but it's just asking something so obvious. I
Yeah.
dare you to go on tour, and it's like, what is this? I thought we were like, you can't do this whole like sucking tits and dipping balls into drinks and then be like, I dare you to go to the school field trip and play the song with your heart out. I dare you, Ian, to go to that to sell your car and get through your money stuff so that way you can drink your heart out.
You know what's actually funny is it's more like telling her to do her fucking job because that's,
Because
what-
that's your
you know,
fucking
that's
job.
like me being like, Joe, I dare you to wake up on Monday and go to work.
I accept. Okay. Can I take truth instead?
Is it true you're going to wake up on Monday and go to work?
It is like that.
Oh my
Okay, pull it back just a couple more because I actually know this is good right here.
Yeah.
I dare you
You.
to do a world tour and play your greatest motherfucking hits.
4 decades?
Yeah, bitch.
As in
4 decades?
40 years?
4 decades?
Yes.
As in 40 years of music.
All those songs?
Fuck yeah.
We're talking like
Yeah.
Open your heart.
Nobody wants to
We're
see
talking
Amy Schumer.
6-year-olds
Open your heart.
stage.
all of nature, wild and free. This is where I long to be. La Isla
I hate all of this.
Everything's
Hold up.
horrible about
That's
this.
a lot of
This song
songs.
slaps,
That's a lot of songs.
but this is
You think
horrible.
people would come to that show?
I'll be there.
Well, I'll be there. Oh,
there?
yeah.
Only the
I'm
people
there.
around the
There?
table
Okay,
go up
so
to
the
one of her
answer is-
shows.
Wow, that's crazy.
Fuck yeah.
All these really rich people are gonna be
Yeah,
there.
none of them are going to be at any of the shows, by the way. Now, that being said, even though the tickets are going to be insanely, stupidly priced, I would go see Madonna on this whole tour. Like, I would. Dude, Madonna
I want to
slaps.
see a 6-year-old
90s.
lady
Yeah.
sit around on stage.
4
Yeah,
decades
she
of
still
music.
sounds like a fucking god, like a goddess. Like, she still sounds great.
Welcome to the party, bitches.
Ugh.
She was wasted on that one. Her meds kicked in too. Ian showing up to work hungover. Welcome to the party, bitches.
Yeah. Accurate.
Oh shit. I mean, one word right off the back. Cringe.
So,
Can't even.
gross. All of that.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of it.
If I could pick one person to like out of that whole thing, it has to be Jack Black. Like,
Yeah.
What he did was disgusting.
oh yeah, well yeah. I mean, he got raped. He got tongue raped by Madonna.
Yeah. He was assaulted.
Yeah. But did you see what he was wearing though?
He might have been asking for it, dude.
He's always asking for it. Have you seen that man?
He sees me, he better watch out with those lips.
Yep.
Tell you that much.
I would definitely have to be restrained if I was.
You ever seen him in that Speedo? Unreal.
Oh, yeah.
Unreal, man.
It's saved in my phone.
It's like the hottest cannonball you've ever seen.
It's a big slice of man.
Nacho! Well, we've had fun this episode, and
It's been real.
it has been real, and we appreciate you guys joining us on another one. We're almost to 50, and we'll see you on that one where we will be doing absolutely nothing special for it except for just bringing you the same amazing, funny content. Keep joining us as we keep growing as a podcast, and we appreciate you guys. Make sure you tie up all the buttons down below, like, share it out to somebody that you hate, comment down below, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Yeah. And we'll catch you on the next one.
And if you
Right?
don't, I'm coming for you.
No!
The reveal though!
It's ready, bitch.
Oh my god. Oh my
Let's do
god.
my beanie in the water. Felt like a healthy time to do it.
It looks really good.
Go ahead, give it a touch.
It looks really good.
It's like
Oh.
Buddha. Now you can make a wish.
Oh well, it's too hairy to make a wish. It's gotta be nice and smooth to make that wish. Anyway, wasn't that so cringe?
Oh man. We like to have fun.
And
around
that's
here.
how we end the episode.